Cool. Da, 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 da. All right, so this is like our backgrounds, right? This is like I think right as we hit our character creation screen, I think we customize how we look, and then this is I think what we're gonna start with, what our background is. So there looks like there's a list here. We're gonna check them all out. So there's Beast Hunter, hey, laundry, cool. So yeah, kind of the Skyrim equivalent of race, right? Because I don't know, I don't think there's other races that you can play as in Starfield. I haven't looked that much into it, but let's talk about it. So unlike Starfield traits, backgrounds don't come with negative side effects and won't align you with any Starfield factions. Cool. But your chosen background may still be reflected in certain NPC interactions. Got it. Okay. So let's just start from the top here. Beast Hunter. Bioentry nightmare. Speculation with a name like Beast Hunter. Alright, too loud. Alright, blah, blah, blah. So this is all just speculation. We don't have any concrete answers yet. So we have Beast Hunter. Okay, cool. So that's going to be probably exactly what it says like. Starfield background, unlock powerful buffs to your attacks against planetary fauna and creatures. Expect starting skills that grant bonuses to your attacks against beast-like enemies. Yeah, exactly. All right, so next, Bouncer. Okay, interesting. Sturdy close combat specialist. Yeah, that's probably what a Bouncer is going to be. That makes sense. For sure, for sure. Then there's Bounty Hunter. Okay, that looks like something that a lot of people are going to look into initially, and I might be that guy, but in terms of content, I might go something really that I think most people won't go for, just because I want to be able to probably show something off pretty quick, of like a different route that you can go. Maybe diplomacy is going to be something that I really look into. I'm not sure yet. I know I said I want to be a space cowboy right away, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might change my mind. So Bounty Hunter, cool. Yep, looking forward to that. Chef, I mean, we can kind of figure out what that's going to be like. Combat Medic, for sure. Yeah, we could figure out what that's going to be like. Okay, looks like we have something, an actual entry here on this one. Okay, cool. Okay, hang on. So we have actual entries in Chef, so we need to look into this actually. So the bio entry is, while the unrefined masses scarf down chunks by the shipload, you cater to those with a more discerning palate. In your kitchen, countless alien species became true culinary masterpieces. Oh shoot. So starting skills is gastronomy, can craft specialty foods and drinks. Got it. Dueling. Cool. Because you're a chef, you're better at dueling. You're like better with your fingers or whatever. That's interesting. Next, scavenging is also part of it. And there's more speculation, but I mean, we can figure out what a chef might be here. Alright, combat medic, bioentry. Leave it to human beings to fight over something as infinite as outer space. That's where you come in. You've never been afraid to take on the enemy, but you'd much rather take care of your friends. Alright, so starting skills. Pistol certification, deal 10% more damage with pistols. Cool. Cool. Medicine. Med packs heal 10% more. Nice. Wellness. Gain 30 points in maximum health. Okay. So, kind of like you're probably going to have followers and or, allies with you a lot of the time. And this seems like you're more of like a bard type character where you're like keeping buffs and stuff on your allies. But yeah, seems pretty cool. Seems pretty cool right there. Cyber Runner. So we got a bio entry on this one. From Neon to New Atlantis, so those must be cities, the megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. You've worked both for and against them on the inside and out, often sacrificing conscience for credits. Nice. So you're like a technology thief or whatever. You know what? I'm gonna change the. I gotta change this over to Starfield. The stream. Boom. All right, so now we're doing Starfield. Cool. Hey, thanks for all the likes on these videos, guys. Appreciate that. All right. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was Steam. What do you want, Steam? Go away. All right, so from Neon to New Atlantis to Metro, you work both inside and out. Cool. So starting skills, stealth. Awesome. That seems really cool. I might look into that eventually. You know, do my stealthy archer version in Starfield. Security, you can attempt to hack advanced locks. So yeah, this seems like kind of thiefy, the thiefy space pirate stuff here. And then theft is also one of the starting skills. So there's speculation behind it. I think we just did our speculation. Cyberneticist. There is a bioenter here. Nice. Robots, mere toys, neuroamps, good for parlor tricks. The Colony War may have made implants and upgrades available to veterans, but once you saw a greater future, humans and machines as one. Awesome. So you make like cyborg people and shit. Interesting. So you get medicine. You get the med packs with this one. So this seems like it's hearkening to kind of Morrowind and Oblivion type like subclasses, right? Where you like there are some overlapping skills to the subclasses. So medicine was in the combat medic and here also in cyberneticist, but we got security. You can you know, kind of overlaps with what we just saw here from Cyber Runner, so super cool there. Lasers deal 10% more damage with laser weapons. Nice, very cool. Speculation for perfect players get the grips with more future. Blah, 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 blah. Diplomat. I may actually do this first. I don't know yet, guys. I really don't know. Probably not, but maybe. Maybe. So there's a bioentry. Let's take it out. Check it out. The wars are over. Peace now reigns with the settled systems, but only because there are those quietly fighting to keep it. Because of you, agreements were signed, words were heeded, lives were spared. Interesting. So out here saving lives, people. Starting skills, we have persuasion. Gain an increased chance of success on speech challenges. Nice. Cool. I like that. Commerce. Interesting. So money. Got it. Wellness. Maximum health. Like that. Explorer. Got it. Bioentry here. Nice. They said exploration is a lost art. You didn't listen. As the major factions argued over the space that they desperately tried to control, you were busy uncovering the wonders of the settled systems. Starting skills is lasers, nice. Astrodynamics, interesting, and surveying. So, very cool. Super cool. Probably not going to be my cup of tea on day one, but we'll get there. For sure. Next one does not have a bioentry, but it has a really awesome name in Gangster. That seems pretty neat. Gangster seems pretty fun, guys. I don't know. There might be some scum and villainy in Starfield, and it might be this guy. At any rate, Homesteader. No bioentry here either. But we can kind of infer what a homesteader is. You probably have some cooking skills, I would guess. You probably have some building skills. And, you know, be focusing on crafting. That's your background, like a crafting type background. Next, industrialist. So, venture capitalist type stuff here. Seems pretty cool. Probably into making money, probably overlaps with the diplomat with certain skills. Which class is top G? I'm gonna have to go in and say it's an industrialist, but it might be this next one, long hauler, because we don't know if you get to be top G because you're so industrious or because you traffic things. Just saying. Long hauler seems pretty cool. Seems like you might have some smuggling type skills. Seems like you might have more. Um, your background skills might lean towards using your ship more. That could be super interesting, I think, in terms of seeing more of the game sooner, right? Seeing more of this universe sooner by upgrading your ship, because the way that they described the ship, the way you explore with it, the way that was described was very much saying, you had to gain access to going further. So seems pretty interesting there. So long hauler, pilgrim, interesting. So it looks like you probably have a lot of diplomat type skills, maybe some ship traveling type skills as well. That seems pretty interesting. Is there a Starfield equivalent of OnlyFans? We will find out. If there are space escorts, we will find out, and we will, we're going to cover that. How you can be a space pimp. At any rate, next, no bio entry on this one either. Unfortunately, Professor. We can infer that you have maybe not like crafting skills, but you have certain speech type skills as a professor. That could be interesting. A Ronin. Okay, so probably some type of sellsword type thing as a Ronin, for sure. Okay, so that's all of those there. That seems pretty neat. A lot to unpack with that stuff. A lot to look forward to as well. Let's check out the Starfield traits. Okay. So you can pick out 3 Starfield traits when creating your Spacefarer. Why can't we just call this the Space Dragonborn? Honestly, just saying. Similar to Fallout, New Vegas, each trait in Starfield offers a benefit but comes with a negative effect. Todd Howard revealed in the Constellation Questions YouTube video that players aren't necessarily stuck with the traits after picking them, and that each trait will have a quest attached to it so you can remove it. Interesting. Got it. So far, we've seen 17 different traits, but not all of the associated descriptions. Certain traits will allow blah, 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 blah. Let's get into it. Okay, first one, alien DNA. The alien DNA trait offers a significant boost to your HP pool. Interesting. You could pair it with Chef Starfield background for an even tougher Spacefarer, or adopt the Combat Medic background if you're looking to offset this the trait's downside. It's unclear if the DNA in question for this trait comes from one of the Starfield creatures out there or an unknown alien race. Sweet. Interesting. Cool. Dream Home. So the Dream Home trait seems to offer a major head start to anyone interested in Starfield outposts and Starfield base building systems. A hefty mortgage is the obvious downside, but you may be able to circumvent it with the right Starfield console commands if you can live with yourself. Oh my lord. So Empath, you are deeply connected to the feelings of others, performing actions. Your companion likes will result in a temporary increase in combat effectiveness. Nice. But performing actions they don't like will have the precise opposite effect. Interesting. The Empath trait connects your combat effectiveness to the way you treat your Starfield companions. Interesting. While a temporary combat debuff might like a heavy price to pay for a disagreement between friends, you can always choose a powerful Starfield weapon until they forgive you. Nice. Extrovert. You're a people person. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, but more when going alone. Can't be combined with introvert. Funny. Back. What did I miss? What was the top G background? We figured that it was long runner. Because you could traffic stuff. The extrovert trait is another example of how Starfield companion systems interact with the trait systems, offering a buff to spacefarers that choose to team up with human buddies. It also offers insight into oxygen, which we've only seen in a few trailers as part of the UI. Now we know you can run out of air. Awesome. All right. Freestar Collective Settler. You gain access to special Freestar Collective dialogue options and better rewards from some missions given by the faction. Got it. But crime bounty towards other factions is greatly increased. Can't be combined with any other faction's allegiance trait. Makes sense. Starfield character creation system is arguably the most ambitious that Bethesda has ever attempted. Case in point, your choice of traits can align you with certain Starfield factions. The Freestar Collective is a coalition dedicated to preserving the personal freedoms of its citizens, so it seems likely that the dialogue options you unlock with that trait will reflect that worldview and perhaps get you past barriers of entry earlier. Yeah, that makes sense. Unpopular opinion, Tate is probably guilty. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't care. Maybe he is. But this seems interesting. So the Freestar Collective is like Cicada 3301. They want personal freedoms and freedom of information. Guilty. Hero worship. If you earn the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll give you gifts. Interesting. This trait is sure to be familiar to the fans of the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Whether or not this adoring fan is a full-fledged companion remains to be seen, but the promise of occasional gifts may offset the constant chatter. Got it. Alright, next. Introvert. You really need your alone time. You have more endurance when adventuring alone, but less when adventuring with other human companions. Can't be combined with extrovert, blah, blah, blah. Likely a callback to the Fallout 4 Lone Wanderer perk. The introvert trait will likely give you a damage resistance bonus when navigating the stars alone. We already know that you'll be able to strike out alongside non-human companions, so introverts may want to team up with a robotic ally like Vasco, the first officially revealed Starfield companion. Whether robots are an exception to the introvert trait, much like the famous dog meat, is unclear at this time. Interesting. ADJ joke detected. Oh, shoot. Kid stuff. Your parents are alive and well, and you can visit them at their home, but 10% of all the money you earn is deducted automatically and sent to them. What the fuck? This is surely one of the most heartwarming of all the Starfield traits revealed so far. That said, a 10% garnish of your space salary seems a bit excessive. Damn right. Can't they learn to budget a little? Right. Maybe by taking the bargaining skill, you could take the sting out of this just a little. Got it. Oh, Neon Street Rat. Interesting. You grew up on the mean streets of Neon. You gain access to special dialogue options. The better rewards from some missions on Neon. Crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Blah, blah, blah. Of all the Starfield locations revealed so far, Neon is one of the most vibrant and dangerous. This pleasure city is home to a thriving drug trade and the Ryujin Industries and Xenofresh Corporation factions. So the Neon Street Rat trait may unlock streetwise new dialogue options for you to select. That seems fucking cool. Seems cool. Raised Enlightened. Okay. You grew up as a member of the Enlightened. You gain a significant discount at the organization's store, but lose access to Sanctum Universum store. Can't think about it, blah, blah, blah. There are a number of Starfield religions. Got it. For you to explore, and the Enlightened is a particularly interesting example. This denomination essentially reveres the power of science and technology, so expect new dialogue options that reflect this science-y religious fervor. Nice. Raised Universal. Group is a member of Sanctum Universum, blah, blah, blah. Same thing as Enlightened, but in reverse. So the Sanctum Universum is another Starfield religion, but all we know about this faith so far is that it's opposed to the Enlightened. Got it. So a lot of fighting there, probably. As such, it stands to reason that you'd lose access to the Enlightened store by selecting this trait. Yes, obviously. Serpent's Embrace. You grew up worshipping the Great Serpent. Grav jumping provides a temporary boost to health and endurance, but health and endurance are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. That's funny. Can't be combined with another religion trait. Talk about being restless. Throughout your Starfield playthrough, you'll encounter anomalies, murderous pirates, and a host of hostile worlds. Only now you'll be hurling yourself from system to system with greater frequency or face a debuff. Interesting. So spaced. Your body has become acclimated to space. Health and endurance are increased when in space, but decreased when on the surface. Can't be combined with terra firma. The spaced trait is interesting for what it suggests about the Starfield gameplay. We already know that Starfield ships will let you traverse settled systems, and you'll be wandering around lots of Starfield planets, more than 1,000 in fact. This trait, however, suggests that your health and endurance will still matter when you're in space. In other words, it's likely that you'll be exploring spaceships, space stations, and other structures on foot. Nice. That's going to be sweet. Taskmaster. Effects unknown. No information. Blah, blah, blah. Terra firma. While we haven't seen an official description of terra firma trait, it stands to reason that it's the opposite of the space trait. Yep, makes sense. Then we have United Colonies native. Effects unknown. We don't know what's up with this. We haven't yet seen the official description for United Colonies native trait, but we know a fair bit about the United Colonies. As the largest military and political force in the settled system. Got it. Okay, so United Colonies is like it's kind of like the Empire, right, in Star Wars. It's kind of like, what's the name of them in Firefly? Can't remember. Blah, 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 blah. This trait would make you right at home alongside of the members of the mighty Starfield faction. Just be careful when dealing with Starfield NPCs allied with the Freestar Collective. Got it. So then now we have Unwanted Hero. Terra firma's top D trait. Perfect pro players who spend most of the game in prison. Lol. The most mysterious trait yet to be revealed. We can only speculate that reputation boost from completing certain actions will be reduced, and it will be harder to raise your standing for various factions and NPCs. After all, they might accept your help, but that doesn't mean they have to like you. Yeah, for sure. All right, so lastly, let's check out skills. We're going to check out skills, rather. A lot of cool stuff here. It seems like there's going to be a lot of talks among Starfield players going like, yeah, I went as a Freestar Collective settler, and I had, the Cyber Runner background, right? So blah, 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 blah. And I did all this, and, you could really have interesting characters just based off of these two sets of choices. So that seems pretty interesting. Starfield skills, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So physical, gastronomy, rank 1. You can craft specialty foods and drinks and research additional recipes at a research lab. Got it. Oh, cool. Top G skill. Found it. Right here, John. It's right here, top G. Weightlifting. It's going to be weightlifting. It's not going to be gastronomy. Top G doesn't cook. Top G doesn't need to learn how to cook. That's beneath him. You kidding? But he will be weightlifting. That's for sure. So, interesting. So your further capacity. Interesting. Wellness. Immediately gain 30 points of health. Okay. So you just become healthier. Interesting. Social. So we have bargaining. We can figure that out. Nice. So, buying and selling will be more advantageous. Got it. Makes sense. Diplomacy. This is interesting. You can force a target NPC at or below your level to stop fighting for a while. Voice of the Emperor. Sweet. All right, then persuasion. Got it. Increased chance during speech checks. Got it. Combat. So we got ballistics. So there's a challenge. Wow. Check that. So ballistic weapons. So it's like damage. And then this one is range. That's a big increase in range. Interesting. Demolitions. Blow stuff up. Dueling. Melee weapons. Got it. Interesting. Heavy weapons cert. No information. Gain 30 damage resistance while aiming down sights with a heavy weapon. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I know, John. They're making those two things different skills. It's kind of weird, actually. Usually we're combining systems, right? Instead of splitting things apart. So this is cool. Lasers. All right, so more damage with lasers. Got it. Marksmanship. Okay, I'm going to need help with that. Particle beams. Awesome. Looking forward to all that. Pistol cert. 10% more damage with pistols. And I like how there's more ranks. Rapid reloading. That seems to make sense. Sniper cert. I might check that out. Sneaky sniper. Let's go. Targeting. Greatly increased accuracy and range when shooting without aiming. Nice. Science. So we got medicine. We've already seen that. Tech. Robotics. So I deal more damage to robots and turrets. Interesting security. You can attempt to hack advanced locks. Got it. Super cool. All right, so there's just like that kind of like basic levels of info. I'm excited for Starfield. I am. I definitely am very, very excited. So we watched that 45-minute one. Official gameplay reveal. No. Nah. We don't need to go over any of this. We're going to end the stream. I need to get some food in me anyway, guys. Fun stream. Fun stuff. I'm pumped. I'm going to watch this one later. I'm going to queue it up now, though. But yeah, fun stream. Everybody have a good day.